Hello everybody and welcome to the 43rd Minute Review Show. We decided here at the 43rd Minute that since we see so many films we should start to tell you what we think of them. First off, I'll explain how we mark all of the films. We mark them strictly here and we mark them out of a total of 5, giving 1 point to each of 5 different categories. Those categories are technical, acting, plot, commercial viability and personal opinion. So any film can get a total of 5, but we are strict, so it's not very likely that they will get a total of 5. Okay, and to kick us off we have 2 brand new films out today that we have just seen. They are The Dictator and The Raid. Okay, and so first off we have The Dictator, directed by Larry Charles, starring Sacha Baron Cohen, Anna Faris and Ben Kingsley. Everybody knows Sacha Baron Cohen from Ali G, Borat and Bruno fame, and this is his new character, The Dictator. Okay, so let's jump into the categories. First off we have technical. This film is a very normal comedy, nothing extraordinary, it's pretty standard. Okay, so don't brace yourself to be blown away by anything amazing here, it's just a normal comedy. Next is acting. Of course Sacha Baron Cohen steals the show, he always stays in character. Anna Faris is okay, she doesn't do anything extraordinary, she just acts her part and so that's good. And Ben Kingsley's always fun to watch, he's a great actor and he's great in this film as well. The plot is a bit wishy-washy and not great, but it's good for what they're trying to do, I suppose. Just again, like any technical aspects, don't prepare yourself to be blown away by anything amazing. But a big point of greatness for this film is the commercial side of it. The guy, Sacha Baron Cohen, has done a fantastic job of putting out this film to everybody. I mean, it's a comedy, so that usually appeals to everyone, but if you haven't seen anything about the Dictator, you must have been walking around with your eyes closed. He took over the metro here, he's done everything, so that's been brilliant. But finally, as far as our personal opinions go of this film, it's not funny. Like, that's the main problem, is it's meant to be a comedy, but it's just not funny. Anybody who's expecting to see something like Borat or Bruno, where it's like his characters in real life situations, should just get that out of their head right now. It's an actual story, and the story's bad, and the comedy's bad in it. Really, it's always sad when a comedy's high point is a wanking scene. Basically, I'm just going to say that right now. The best and funniest scene in the whole of that film is a bit where he's wanking. And a bit after the credits is pretty funny as well. But most of the time it's sort of just kind of laughter, and that's not good from our point of view. So overall we give this film 2.5 out of 5. Next up we have The Raid by Gareth Evans. Now this film was written, directed and edited by the man, and this is just that's just an extraordinary feat all by itself. But let's jump straight into the categories. And so first off we have technical. This film is extraordinary when it comes to choreography and editing and all of the camera angles that you see. Like, anybody who's a fan of a martial arts film won't have seen anything like this for quite a long time, and even then you'd be hard pushed to find something that really captures the essence of it. And it really is just one massive fight scene, really is just one massive fight scene, but if you're a fan of that kind of thing, it's an amazing fight scene nonetheless. Okay, next off we have acting. Now the acting's great, nobody really does anything amazing in it, but because it's all just like hard-faced dudes running around, but nevertheless that's exactly what you need for a film like this, so it's perfect in my opinion. It's just fine, it's just great job. Next off we have plot. Now anybody who's not a fan of action films will just think might think this is nonsense, but I will tell you that there is a plot. It's definitely a sub thing to the rest of the film, but it's there and it might keep some people gripped to it because you kind of do want to know what's going on, why they're there and what's going to happen. So yeah, the plot is good, it holds it together and it does fit quite nicely in between all the action films. And I did go with my partner in crime, Gemma, who's not a fan of action films, and she says that the plot did keep it interesting for the majority for the whole film, I would say. Yeah, yes. She's nodding. She's nodding. Great. Okay, next off we have commercial viability. Now this film is an action film, so straight off you can say action films are always commercially viable. I mean, you just have to have seen The Avengers to know how commercially viable action films can be. The problems for this film come from the fact that it's in Indonesian. Now I love foreign films, but not everybody else does. And so you can't say that it's particularly commercially viable for the general population. But I did go and see it, we did go and see it, 1:15 showing in the afternoon, and the whole cinema was almost sold out. So it's about halfway there in being a really big commercial success. And then finally, personal opinion. Now if you haven't been able to tell already, I totally loved this film. It was amazing. It's like totally up my street. I love martial arts films. I love action films as long as they're good. And this film ticks all those boxes, as well as I love foreign films, and it ticks all of the foreign film boxes, as well as the director and me being fascinated by how they even manage half the stuff in it. It's extraordinary, absolutely extraordinary. But I will rein in the gushing just a little bit, just a tiny bit. And I will explain that Gemma did enjoy it as well. She probably enjoyed it quite a lot less than I did, since my head basically exploded the majority of that film. But she still said that she enjoyed all of the filming, all of the aspects that I've gone way over the top on. But it's a big thumbs up, and we give it 4 out of 5. This has been the 43rd Minute Review Show, and if you get a chance to go to the cinema this weekend, please check out the films that we've been talking about and let us know what you think. Anyway, this has been our first show, so please bear with us. They will get better in the future. Bye!